recording though, unfortunately. Um, but I don't know. It's always that's a dopamine hit when you get when you get an achievement. I feel like sometimes, especially when it's a rare one. Sometimes when you play a new game, it's like a bunch of people play the game, downloaded it, and haven't played it. Like if you want to just hear yourself getting a metric crap ton of rare achievements, just play a game on release, and everything will, especially like story wise, that isn't just like starting at the game, will be a rare achievement, depending on how early you are. Uh, but yeah, I think now is a good time as I need to talk about what I want to talk about. When I first started streaming, but I got so distracted by doing stuff. Um, so going through a master mode was quite a challenge. Mostly, the mutants didn't give me too much of an issue though, because I was really good about watching what I picked up and not being overweight. Um, I was a lot better with inventory management as a veteran stalker. I was much better with combat. I knew what guns I should be looking for, um, and I wasn't. I basically got killed by anomalies, maybe uh, 7 times in total. Whereas like normal stalker, like noob stalker on Shadow, when I first picked up the series and played through, I was getting sucked up by all sorts of anomalies. And I want to say like one of those times I got killed by an anomaly is because my friend was over, and I was just like, he was like, "What is that weird spot on the ground?" It was interesting showing this to my friend because he came over yesterday, and he was just like, "Oh, this thing, it crushes your bones." And I walked into it with power armor, or the exoskeleton, and I expected to do a lot of damage to me on master mode, because when you're wearing like a basic suit, that stuff pretty much two-shots you, if not completely outright kills you. But it was the one going to Freedom Base and on the main road, and it kind of just tickled me a bit, and I was just like, oh, well, I was expecting it to completely crush me. Well, I should have shown him the whirly gig. Ooh, he would have gotten a kick out of that. But yeah, his reaction to seeing some of my stalker clips, which I've posted on my channel, and like ones I've yet to post, he was genuinely impressed, and I think stalker in general, no matter how good you are, it still remains impressive on what the AI are capable of, and what they're incapable of at the same time. It's almost the charm of fighting the AI. Walking up to someone who just murdered you, and you reload a checkpoint, and they're just staring at a wall. Or terms like getting the drop on a few people, dying, going back to the save point. Now everyone knows where you're at. It's definitely not like a consistent experience. But not knowing what to expect from the enemy AI, if they're gonna be derpy or whatnot. Or sometimes they'll just shoot through you through walls. I feel like it can't be that hard to find a mod the game to fix it, but maybe the problem is so ingrained into the old engine that you'd have to like do something about them being able to see you through a wall. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it was fun. I think I took my time a lot more with this because I ended up going back after turning off the brain scorcher, and found a few more stashes and like geared up, before actually heading out. Whereas, like as soon as I defended the checkpoint, I was hitting the brain scorcher, going to wherever, and then I actually got the wish granter ending, my first time around, because I didn't know about guide. I didn't know about doc. I either missed it or it's just flown over my head. And yeah, and I also didn't give Sevorodovich the military document stuff. There's a lot of stuff I just didn't do, including apparently dying to 5 anomalies, 5 different anomalies. That is. There's that achievement for I called like a bolt man, I think. And for some reason, I must have been glitched. I honestly think there were some achievements. I played this game when it first came out, and I will say, going back to this game, it is a way more enjoyable experience. They've only had, I think, two or three maybe, updates to this game, um, and the bulk of the things they said there wasn't many notes on like specifics, but you know, despite there not being like a laundry list of bugs, listed that they did fix, this game doesn't crash anymore, at all. Versus when I first played it, the game would like randomly crash a lot. This is if I could use a number over 100%, I'd say this is 1,000% more stable. Specifically, like the worst part of this game was underneath the APROM, or if I'm saying that right, APROM, research facility, the APROM area where the military is at, the where s.t.a.l.k.e.r stash is at, and all the chemical burn anomalies, or whatever you want to call them. That area had a massive audio bug, which wasn't I predicted playing through at the time, that bug was causing the game to crash, and the audio issues aren't there anymore with that. Um, uh, Exclusive zone emission allowing us. Did do they have take? They must go out to like get their research stuff. I want to go to the I want to go fucking Ukraine so bad and check this place out. Be so cool to like physically walk around this area. Ugh. But yeah. The sound bug is gone, and the crashes in that area, which made the game virtually unplayable in that area. Yeah, I still got through it, obviously. Um, but yeah, that's all fixed. Um, so yeah, I can say this game went from a good experience with lots of bugs to it's just a straight up good experience. The only thing holding you back from playing this game is if you don't like the gameplay. Uh, Sorry, my mouth is dry. But yeah, that's like the only thing holding you back is if you don't like the gameplay. You know, like no matter what difficulty you're on, the the whole going to the CNPP is gonna be rough. But I feel like on the easier difficulties and a lot of medkits, and not overweight, if you just take like 2 suits of good armor. And I found multiple exoskeletons on my way over there. Found lots of armor. I was definitely checking. That's another big difference between like newbie me and like. And it's not like I knew the location of certain armors, although I found a few on my first playthrough. But I found so much more armor on the ground in certain areas. Like there's like I think there's 2 bodysuits outside the brain scorcher, in two different locations. There's 2 exosuits inside one inside the CNPP, and then one when you're defying the sea consciousness nerds. So yeah, and those finding those exosuits fucking carried me because I couldn't. I shouldn't have brought that other armor, but I always had like the extra armor on me. Because I was so scared that my armor was gonna just go to complete ruins, and then I'm just gonna be holding the remnants of my armor. It's also the first time I used an exoskeleton in any of these Stalker games. I've never used an exoskeleton. I've heard people talk about how much they just love the exoskeleton. I can see the appeal of it, like having someone flank you and dump blood into you and you not dying, kind of a big deal. But at the same time, like, would you really be flanked that much? Like, there's a lot of situations where I would have just loved to have bolted the portal. That end bit is gonna be a lot better, taking on like going through the portals and stuff. If you just zoom to the portal. Like the longer you're inside an enemy's sight line, the more they can shoot you. So you're kind of trading extra sponginess. But if you prefer the slow peek style, which is how I usually play when I'm trying to fight people, but I'm not always trying to fight people either. So I would say that I don't like the exoskeleton after trying it. I don't know if I think in Pripyat, you can upgrade the exoskeleton at the very end of the game, obviously, because you need tier 3 tools. I'm pretty sure you can upgrade it so you can sprint with it. But even then, like, the exoskeleton, like, lacks, like, it's got great bullet, I think, melee damage from a mutant's protection, but it lacks, like, hardly any rad protection. Which I'm pretty sure in Call of Pripyat people would say there's no need for rad protection. I'm hoping Heart of Chernobyl it's lots of like really deadly radiation zones that require good suits and like some artifact setups to explore. It'd be nice to have entire areas with like, you know, really good stashes locked behind like really radiated zones requiring like hazmat suits or whatever, scientist suits. You know, the really good radiation ones that really don't have any bullet protection. I'm sure that they're gonna have that armor in the game. Really curious if they'll probably have what faction armors and stuff. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that's my take. There's currently still no good mods except palette swaps. I will say if you don't like fighting bloodsuckers and you want to make it easier, there's a more bloodsuckers skin mod done, and this person has that mod for all 3 games, and I think in all 3 games the better skin thing, it makes it so the bloodsuckers can't really go invisible. Something about the texture pack makes it show up, especially in this game. I can't be so certain about the other 2 games, to be honest. It might just be this game, but it does break the bloodsuckers and make it so they literally you can't not see them, because there's basically a floating mess of like red texture. It's not a mess, but it's obviously like, but it covers their body, and so it's basically just an outline on them, like, and you can see through parts of them. So I do recommend that mod if you're just want to shoot bloodsuckers without having to worry. But as a first-time experience, I would say do not download the bloodsucker mod, because fighting bloodsuckers while they're invisible is an experience you should rob yourself of. It's just, I'm going through the game a second time. You know, I'm already on the higher difficulty. I honestly don't think I killed hardly any bloodsuckers this time around. I think I did, but like I ran past so much more bloodsuckers that I killed. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get around to doing this. This stream's massive. I'm gonna probably go through it all. I got jump scared by quite a few people on my way over. So I've got probably a handful of clips. Please, if you feel so inclined, like and subscribe to my channel if you want to get more S.t.a.l.k.e.r content. Obviously, I've been posting clips when my phone and the Xbox app will permit me to. I have to like bash my finger against the screen basically, repeatedly to try to get it to upload clips from my Xbox, but I've been doing that really consistently. So if you're looking for some consistent S.t.a.l.k.e.r content to keep your excitement going for SoC, then you know, check me out. If you, like I said, if you're so inclined, I'd really appreciate it. And any comments on your thoughts and feelings about S.t.a.l.k.e.r 2. You know, if you want to talk about something or whatever, I will definitely respond. But that'll be it for me. Thank you all for tuning in to the video, not the stream. If you want to catch me live, it's Mastr, like my name, Mastr, plays live at Twitch. And any of the clips I post from Twitch, it will be in the description. You can just go in there and click it, and it'll take you right there. And thank you so much. And have a wonderful day in the zone. So.